Hello everyone, Mr. H again, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will be exploring synthetic division method as one of the methods in dividing polynomials. Let's take a look at the first example. So 2x to the fourth plus x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 4 divided by x minus 1. Regarding synthetic division, this method is actually only limited for operation with a divisor of x minus c. So meaning the divisor should be a linear divisor. So unlike the very first method, if you recall from the previous video, the long division method is actually applicable to any divisors that are polynomials. But for synthetic division, it is only limited to a linear divisor in the form of x minus c. So to answer this question, we will start by getting the coefficients of every term in the dividend. So we're gonna get 2, positive 1, negative 2, positive 3, and negative 4. Now for synthetic division, we're only using the coefficients. So here, if you look at the dividend, we've got degree of 4, 3, 2, 1, and the constant term, right? So basically, we're not missing any term in between. So next, what we need to do is to equate the divisor. So x minus 1 equals 0. We get x equals to positive 1. And that positive 1 will be put outside. Then we can begin with the synthetic division process by first putting down the very first coefficient coming from the first term of the dividend. So we always bring that down. So you have to multiply it by 1. So 2 times 1 is 2. So we write the product here under the coefficient of the second term. What we need to do here next is we need to add these two numbers right here. So we're going to have 1 plus 2 is 3. Or repeat the process by multiplying positive 3 by 1. So 3 times 1 is 3. So we write the product under the coefficient of the third term, which is negative 2. And we repeat the process. So we add negative 2 and positive 3, and it's going to give us positive 1. So 1 times 1 is 1. And we add 3 and 1, you get positive 4. Then 4 times 1 is 4. Then we add negative 4 and positive 4, so we get 0. Actually done with the process. And what do those numbers actually tell us? So from here, these numbers, coefficients of our q of x. The number, the last digit right here, represents the remainder or the r of x. So since the number is 0, it's only telling us that there is no remainder. How do we write the quotient or the q of x? So since these numbers are coefficients of our q of x, so expression or the q of x itself, you just simply subtract 1 from the exponents of the original of the dividend. So from the given, the highest exponent is 4. So basically, we're going to start with the q of x with 3 as the highest exponent. I have 2 x cubed 3x squared plus x plus 4. We can write it in two ways. 2x to the fourth plus x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 4 will be equal to the d of x, which is the divisor, is x minus 1 times our q of x, which is 2x cubed plus 3x squared plus x plus 4. Or can have the dividend 2x to the power of 4 plus x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 4 divided by our divisor, which is x minus 1, equals to the quotient, which is 2x cubed plus 3x squared plus x plus 4. Example number 2. From here, you notice that the dividend, or our p of x, is actually missing terms in between, in terms of the power. So the degree is 3, and we're missing terms for the exponent, or the power of 2 and 1. So what we need to do is to actually replace those with 0. So the coefficient of x cubed is 1. And since we don't have terms for x squared and x, so we fill them in 0 and 0. So this is for x cubed, this is for x squared, this is for x, and you have the constant, which is 8. And for our divisor, we equate that to 0. X plus 2 equals 0. So you have x equals negative 2. And that negative 2 goes outside. The first step is, yes, you are right. So we need to bring down the first coefficient, which is 1. This is by multiplying 1 by negative 2. So 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. To add, so 0 plus negative 2 is negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Then we add them. 0 plus 4 is positive 4. Then we multiply 4 by negative 2 is going to give us negative 8. So, and by adding 8 and negative 8 is actually going to give us 0. That's our r of x. That's 0. And these are the coefficients that will make up our q of x. Answer here will be, our q of x will be x squared minus 2x plus 4. So remember that 1, negative 2, and 4 are coefficients of the q of x. So to get the actual expressions, what we need to do is to subtract 1 from the power of 3, which will be 2. So the degree of the q of x is 2. So to write our answer, we have x cubed plus 8 will be equal to our d of x, or the divisor, is x plus 2 multiplied by the q of x, which is x squared minus 2x plus 4. The other way around will be x cubed plus 8 divided by the divisor, which is x plus 2, will be equal to the q of x, which is x squared minus 2x plus 4. And for your challenge, please grab your pen and paper and answer this question. Find the remainder of x to the fourth minus 7x squared minus 6x divided by x plus 2. Please remember to share your insights by leaving a comment below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video. Thank you very much for watching.